The billionaire CEO stormed into the janitor's closet. She didn't expect to find the man who had been secretly shaping her daughter's mind. A man who swept floors by day, but solved equations no one in her company could understand by night. She stared at him, worn uniform, tired eyes, yet in his notebook were complex formulas even her top engineers failed to crack. Who was this man? And why did her daughter whisper his name before every math test with tears of admiration? Keep watching, because what she uncovered next changed not just her company, but her entire heart. The early morning sun reflected off the glass towers of Aurora Tech Industries, one of the most powerful AI companies in the country. Clara, the CEO, was known for her razor-sharp intelligence and her even sharper temper. She had built her empire from nothing after losing her husband in an accident years ago. Her life was perfectly calculated except for one thing: her 10-year-old daughter, Amelia. Amelia was bright, curious, and full of questions. But lately, her teachers complained that she was falling behind in math. Clara, always busy, felt guilty. So she hired private tutors, 5 of them, and all failed to connect with the little girl. Until one day, Amelia suddenly began solving problems beyond her grade level. The school called Clara in shock. "She's doing algebra meant for university students," her teacher said. "It's like she's been trained by a mathematician." Clara smiled proudly, then frowned. But how? She hadn't arranged any new tutor. That evening, Clara came home early, something rare for her. Amelia was at the dining table, her face lit by
Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
a soft lamp. Beside her sat a man in a gray janitor's uniform holding a whiteboard marker. "Now if you divide both sides by the variable," he said gently, "the pattern becomes clear." Clara froze at the door. "Who are you?" The man quickly stood up, eyes nervous. I'm sorry, ma'am. I was just teaching my daughter." Clara's tone was sharp, suspicious. Amelia jumped in. "Mom, please. This is Mr. Isaac. He works at my school. He helps me understand math better than anyone." Clara's jaw tightened. "Amelia, you can't just invite strangers into our home." Isaac shook his head humbly. "Ma'am, I didn't come here by invitation. Amelia found me after school. I cleaned the classrooms and she saw me solving equations on the board to pass time. She asked for help. I couldn't say no." Clara's suspicion softened, replaced by curiosity. "You solve equations?" Isaac hesitated. "I used to be a teacher a long time ago." That night, Clara couldn't sleep. Something about his tone, the quiet intelligence in his eyes, it stirred something deep in her. The next day, she asked HR about him. He had no degree listed, no background, no records except that he joined as a janitor 2 years ago. But she noticed something strange. His cleaning routes always passed through the research labs. That week, Clara caught him late at night in one of the labs. He was staring at a board full of formulas, the same problem her engineers had been stuck on for months. When she called out, "Mr. Isaac," he turned, startled. And there, beneath the dim light, she saw what she had missed. A man who wasn't just cleaning floors, but quietly solving the world. The next morning, Clara didn't call security or fire him. Instead, she invited Isaac to her office. Her tone was calm but firm. "I know you've been teaching Amelia, and I know you've been experimenting in our labs." Isaac lowered his gaze. "I'm sorry, ma'am. I never meant to overstep. I just can't stop thinking about math. It's the one thing that keeps me alive." Clara tilted her head. "Alive?" He nodded. "I used to be a math professor. My wife and daughter died in a car crash years ago. I lost everything. My will, my work, my purpose. I took this janitor's job because it was quiet. No one expected anything from me." The silence hung heavy. For once, Clara didn't speak as a CEO. She spoke as a mother. "My husband died too," she whispered. "I buried myself and worked to survive. Maybe that's why Amelia felt so alone." Isaac looked at her with gentle empathy. "Your daughter doesn't need perfection, ma'am. She just needs presence." That line broke her. Days turned into weeks. Clara began letting Isaac mentor Amelia officially. Under his patient guidance, Amelia's confidence grew. Her laughter returned, and she started winning school competitions. She called Isaac her math grandpa, and he smiled every time. One evening, Clara found Amelia and Isaac working together at the company cafeteria. Amelia giggled, solving a problem faster than before. Clara watched from afar, tears in her eyes. She realized something powerful. Genius doesn't always wear a suit. Sometimes it wears a janitor's badge. Then came the turning point. One of Clara's engineers quit suddenly, leaving a critical AI algorithm unsolved. The entire project was at risk. Isaac quietly approached her and said, "Ma'am, may I try?" Desperate, she agreed. Within hours, Isaac found the solution, a formula so elegant that even the research team stood speechless. Clara's company soared to new heights, but she didn't make the usual press announcement. Instead, she brought Isaac on stage at the next board meeting. "This man," she said with pride, "taught my daughter and reminded me that brilliance has no title. It just needs a chance to shine." The entire room gave him a standing ovation. Months later, Orate launched a scholarship program named the Isaac Initiative to support hidden geniuses working in unnoticed corners of the world. And as Amelia held Isaac's hand on stage, she whispered, "You didn't just teach me math. You taught me hope." Isaac smiled softly. "And you taught me how to live again." Sometimes the people who shine the brightest are the ones no one sees. Never judge by status, because true worth hides in humility, and real genius begins with compassion.